Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Please enjoy the show.
It's the corner where the treats
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We got you.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Tight End on your Monday evening. I'm Marcus Dash, and right now our guy Jason Dunn is coming to us live from Mexico with a couple of Chiefs fans. And JD, just minding his own business on vacation. Then all of a sudden, of course, Chiefs Kingdom runs wild all over, and it's international. And JD, asked a couple of Chiefs fans to come on the show today. And yeah, so we're gonna send it out to JD right now, coming to you guys live from vacation in Mexico. So I'm gonna kick it out to JD and some friends of the program. So I hope you guys enjoy tonight's episode. And of course, we're gonna get to reviewing the AFC West tonight as well. Every year we do the kind of breakdown of what is to be expected in the AFC West. So tonight we'll be breaking down the Las Vegas Raiders to see what's going on, what's cooking, and what's new there in Las Vegas. But before we do that, we got to go to our guy JD and our friends of the program in Mexico. So guys, enjoy the conversation.
Yo, what is going on? Good to see everybody out here. Welcome to another show of Chief Concerns. I'm sitting actually here in Maroma down in Mexico, okay? And this is a beautiful location. You can see behind me palm trees, the whole nine. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous area. Now, I will say this, okay? When I came down, never did I think in a million years, when I come off the plane, get down here, the first people I run into happen to be from Kansas City. I actually, OP, Overland Park in particular. And this guy, big guy right here, who was I'm recruiting him to be a new left tackle, okay? Just gave everything work out with Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore, all right? To be seeing my brother's hat. And I think you see my hat as well, right? Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
And so I said, hey, man, Kansas City, pointed it out. I'm just like, yeah, Kansas City, there we go. So I asked the gentleman, I said, are you guys from Kansas City? And they said, we're from Overland Park. So OP. I said, y'all got to be Chiefs fans. He said, absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah. So immediately I'll go over and say, hi, I'm Jason Dunn. And so we standing there in a moment. Kind of like embracing each other, looking at one another like long lost family at that moment, right? And what we brought down here was part of that Chiefs Kingdom down here to Mexico. And look, we travel everywhere, okay? We travel everywhere. So right now, what I want to introduce you to, all right, is two gentlemen that I've met, the greatest, and their family is here. I have some family standing back here off the scenes who, they said they're going to let the gentleman have it tonight, I guess. All right, this right here is Mark. Okay, and his son, Andrew, all right? So, gentlemen, please introduce yourself. So, Mark, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well,
you're from OP, but go ahead, sir.
Well, we're 30 years OP, grew up in Nebraska, went to the University of Nebraska, and I had to admit to Jason yesterday that I was so starstruck when I met him that when he said Eric Warfield was part of this at that times, I completely blanked. Being a Husker, understanding that who Eric was.
Right,
so
yeah.
It took me a minute to kind of get there and go, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, it's been fun being in Kansas City. Growing up in Omaha, I was probably more of a Vikings fan as a kid.
Okay.
Purple People Eaters, Tarkington.
Of course. That was.
They couldn't win, but they were fun to watch.
Yes, they were. For sure.
And then, of course, you move to Kansas City, and it is the same culture in Kansas City with Chiefs Kingdom as we have with Huskers, I feel.
Okay.
The stadium is amazing. It has a very college feel.
Mm-hmm.
The fans are great fans, and just absolutely enjoyed watching them over the years.
Okay. So what I did yesterday, I actually called Warfield. And I said, hey, look, Eric, listen, we got one of the biggest Huskers fans down here right now. And I had to say, I want you to talk to him. He seen me, and then all of a sudden he started talking about you, forgot all about me, and he just wanted to hear from you. So Eric got on the phone, talked to him for a couple of minutes. It was a great conversation.
Well, that
too.
94 to 97 was a pretty good college football team.
It might have been okay.
That was a pretty good team.
Yeah, that's Eric. I said, did y'all win some championships? He said, of course. You know,
Maybe a couple.
Yeah. So it was a good time. So of course, talking to Eric a little bit right here, but also when we were sitting there talking to Andrew, and look, like I said before, when I saw him walking, in my mind, okay, he didn't know this, but I'm having this conversation in my mind. I'm sitting there thinking, like, this guy played for somebody, right? You know, football players kind of know we got a type of disposition, how we walk. You know, Andrew being probably 6'5", 6'6", every bit of it. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, this guy right here plays some football. So I'm looking at him. Like I said, I've been recruiting him right now. So, Chiefs, you might need somebody here. I got my guy right here, Andrew, man. So, Andrew, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, you know, maybe a little bit of your Chief history, fandom, and all those different things, if you will.
Yeah. So, Andrew, about 28 years old, been a Chiefs fan all my life. Didn't necessarily start getting interested in the Chiefs until about the time that Alex Smith came into town.
Okay.
Which then obviously led into the Patrick Mahomes era, and been absolutely spoiled. Obviously, in the past, we've seen all of the great years, but sadly, I did not get to witness that early 2000s team. A little bit too young for those those years, but wish that I got to see more of it. But glad that we have the team that we do now.
Yeah.
And excited to see what we always do.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think, you know, from those years in the past, where you've seen those ball during that time, Dick Vermeil, obviously Marty before then, Gunther Cunningham, who brought me in at that time. Mm-hmm. I still talk to a lot of guys. Matter of fact, I just actually sent a tweet to the guys, our 2003 team. And it was when we played up there in Lambeau Field. We played Lambeau Field, you know, eke one out. But, of course, it was in fashion. We were always winning games at that time, you know, toward the end and whatnot. That 2003 team, I just had to say, we probably should have won the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. We're the best team in NFL. Nobody can tell me any different. I think teams will tell you the same thing right now. So what we're going to do right now, gentlemen, we're going to just kind of have a fun time, right? Talking guys are talking, right? I'm, you know, I got my little, mojito, you know, out here. You know, I don't drink a lot of bit, but I'm out here in paradise. So I decided, you know, when you're in Rome, do what Romans do, right? Is that the old saying go, right? Something like that. Like, yeah. So I'm going to have me a little mojito. We're going to talk a little football right now. So real question. So what do you think the Chiefs are going to do this year, okay, and why?
I think it all hinges on Patrick's ankle, staying healthy and protecting him. I gotta say, 3 losses unexpected. We're gonna lose 3 that we don't expect to lose.
Okay.
It just seems to happen.
Yeah.
And we're gonna win the ones that we're not expected to win. But of course, I think we're expected to win them all these days.
We are. I think trying to go undefeated in the NFL is obviously a hard thing to do.
It's an
but I do agree.
Hard thing.
Yes, it is. But I do agree with you. I do believe that there's going to be some games that we may, you know, give up or say, hey, okay, you know, they got it this game, right? Matter of fact, I think I have our record going 14-3 actually this year. The 3 losses I have is going to Ravens. Okay, now don't hold me to this. I'm not saying I like the Ravens fan. Ravens, I think the Broncos, and I think also too the Commanders will be a hard game. You know, with the young gunslinger back there, and he's going to do a great job with us. But I do believe those might be the 3 losses that we might incur. But obviously, at the very end of all of it, when it's all said and done, we're going to win the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
So I do believe that. Andrew, I know you did say something about you had a friend, right, that you had a bet with.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir, okay. I do.
Tell us all about it, brother. Tell us all about it.
You know, sometimes it's interesting now that the Patriots dynasty has ended and the Chiefs dynasty has kind of started. A lot of people like to start hating on us and
It's kind of fun to be in
not
that position,
believing.
isn't it?
It is.
It's a lot of
it
fun.
is.
It's not bad.
Right. Yeah.
But-
good thing to have.
I might have a delusional friend that thinks we're going to go under 500 this season. Might have told him that he is on something that I wish I could find.
Yeah.
But,
Right. Yeah.
I told him that
Yeah.
that is not going to happen. 14-3, I think that'd be a very successful season. I know that you guys are going to be discussing it a little bit later, but the AFC West has continued to get a lot stronger over the last couple years.
Yes.
Continued to add talent, smart coaches, and will pose problems for us. But I truly believe that our core is still so strong and so talented that we will be able to overcome that.
Okay. I definitely agree with you. We know the AFC West is stacked. It's stacked with a lot of talent. Everybody's kind of read up to actually challenge the Chiefs. What they've done is they have loaded the entire division with championship coaches. That's what they've done, right? Harbaugh's out there with the Chargers. Then we got Sean Payton with Denver, and now Pete Carroll is out there with the Vegas right now. So, you watched the football over the years. What do you think about that?
For me, a lot of it comes down to management. How do teams play as one?
Okay. Yes.
And every coach you just mentioned that they just brought in seems to have had a talent of getting their teams to play cohesively and together. And, that's one thing that I felt that as a manager of people that I've seen that Mr. Reed has done
Yes.
he has these people all on the same page, all playing together. I think one of the things Patrick has done is he seems to be very good at keeping everybody together.
Right.
With Kelsey and some of the other guys, just when everybody's bought in, a team plays above itself every time.
Absolutely. And it takes the right guy, the right leader.
It takes the right leader
to galvanize everybody to do it the right way, right?
And we saw the response from the AFC West a couple years ago, right after the first couple years of Patrick and that explosive offense. Everyone decided that they were going to get that explosive offense as well.
Right.
Devontae to the Raiders as just a prime example. And it didn't work out for them because they decided to just go with offensive weapons instead of a full team, whereas now a lot of these teams are starting to draft a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
I was quite upset when the Chargers took Joe Alt. I was hoping that they'd make a less smart choice there. And then all of these head coaches that have a lot of experience underneath their belt, a lot of championship caliber and strong teams. But
yeah.
Well, and early on, one of the teams that I started to fall in love with being a Husker, of course, watching Osborne, was the late Schottenheimer, early Dick Vermeil, as you said.
Yes.
There seemed to be, Trent Green seemed to be just a great guy.
Yes.
Super talented, underrated in every way.
Yeah.
But just always there for his guys. And you guys, watching all you guys at that time was when I really started to get more and more invested in the Chiefs.
Okay.
We moved down in late, 98, 94, 95, 96, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Right at the time that, Eric and
Yeah.
the fellas were doing their thing, getting it done.
Yeah.
But it was also fun to watch the progression of the Chiefs as we moved down here into that kind of realm of just guys that seemed to really like each other, seemed to play for each other, and a coach that really seemed to enjoy being a player's coach.
Well, I think it's what it is. It's a culture. It's an environment. And what they've done, they've established that a long time ago. Obviously, the Lamar Hunt was an incredible guy that knew his players. He knew their families, and he made sure that what they were going to be, we were going to be unified. We were going to be a family. It was all about what the Chiefs were going to give back to the community and what they meant to everybody else. And so it wasn't just, hey, guys, we're just playing football here. Everybody's not invested in it. We're coming here. The reason I got there is because it was really kind of this whole atmosphere, that you felt the love, you felt the teamwork, the relationships, the rapport that they were putting and building in. And this continue today. We just seen that happen with Andy and Veach and those guys put the work in to get those things right. So,
Well, and we feel it as fans. I mean, I don't know if everybody does.
yes,
but that's something that I really feel and watch for and watch how it manages on the field. And I've always been interested in that. And as a as a fan, I felt it.
Yes. Well,
I think others felt it.
Well, you have a different perspective than maybe Andrew does, right? Because Andrew, like you said, you kind of 2017, you got fully invested in everything. Alex Smith, incredible player, incredible quarterback. Love Alex.
Yeah.
And so when you start seeing a lot of the wins and, of course, people kind of getting past the whole
Wins
era.
does cures a lot of ills.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And so the ones that I hate saying suffered back then. I really hate saying that, but when we watch kind of bad football, we were very patient until this era came about.
Yep.
I'll say it this way, right? It's a little bit better way of saying it. Now we're sitting over here and we're just kind of enjoying how the process has been, really bearing itself out, And so for you, like your dad was saying, he's seen it all kind of accumulate to this area right now. But for you, 2017, what you've known is you just been watching the Chiefs just steamroll through everybody.
Now, I used to watch the era before then as well.
Okay.
I mean, I was thinking about it when Dad mentioned Trent Green again. I do vividly remember that game against Cincinnati, I believe it was, when he had his injury.
Oh, okay.
And that was one of the first Chief memories that I have going into the Jamal Charles, Dwayne Bowe era as well. But obviously, I wasn't as invested as then.
Right.
And it honestly probably started with the early 2010s Royals teams that started getting me into those sports a little bit more, investing more into the team itself.
Okay.
Whereas then you see a lot of that same trajectory with this current team that we have. Players loving each other. The vibes are always up. People are taking deals for the team, helping each other out, making sure that we can put something together that could be something special for many years. Yeah,
well said. Well said. So what we're going to do right now, if y'all like to ask a question, Marcus, if you'd like to come out here, ask a question to these gentlemen. They would love to answer anything you'd like to ask them. And so I seen Buck and Bob say, they're jealous right now because we're sitting down here in Mexico, and everybody's watching us right here on the beach, me having my mojito. I think, Andrew, you got maybe a nice little, old fashioned, right? You got to have old fashioned, a nice bourbon, right? You got to have that, okay? So
normally I'd have an old fashioned, but I got a little nervous. I'm not going to tell you.
It's all right.
I'm not going to lie.
Hey, you're doing a great job, brother.
That's
doing
why
a great job, right?
That's why I have it.
Oh, yeah. I got you. So, Marcus, come on in here, man. Let me ask these gentlemen a question or two, okay?
Yeah. You guys are doing a great job. Everyone in the chat is obviously jealous of where you guys are. The palm trees in the background. It's an amazing shot you guys have there. And also, too,
hold on, Marcus. Let me say hi to everybody out here on the chat. I'm sorry. When I usually see your names up here, I name who everybody is. I'm glad y'all joined us tonight. We got some star-studded men that's out here right now talking about this thing at this moment. I just want to say hi to you all. Go ahead, Marcus, my brother. Keep it going.
Yeah. Nana Sherry's asking a question here. So, Nana, these are fans of the Chiefs that JD met on vacation, if you're just hopping in right here. So I got some questions for you guys. You guys doing a great job so far. So obviously we're getting into this 2025 season, and a lot of people have opinions on who's going to be the more underrated player, under the radar player that no one's really talking about right now. Who do you think? You guys kind of hinted at, the protecting Patrick Mahomes and whatnot, but who is your the player that you're going to be watching for this year, kind of the more underrated or under the radar player that people really aren't talking about going into this 2025 season?
Yeah, I think obviously it might be a little bit fitting with who we're sitting with here. But a name that I'm absolutely loving and loved last season and every year that he's been with us so far is Noah Gray as well.
Mm.
I think he's been doing a fantastic job. You can see that Patrick on important downs is looking for him. He's becoming more involved in the offense and doing a fantastic job for Travis, letting him get a little bit extra rest.
That's right.
Not having to carry all of that weight that he has in the past, and kind of freeing up some more space for some of our speedier guys that are very excited to watch them play as well.
Well, I tend to be kind of a game day picker on that.
Okay. Right.
So as we see the first game or two,
Mhm.
that's when all of a sudden I usually hone in on somebody. So to tell you right now, I honestly can't tell you until I kind of see a couple games.
Honest man. I love it. Honest man. To be honest with you, I'm kind of the same way. There's so many great players out there that I'm rooting for everybody. But
Absolutely.
my horse that day, I'm waiting for Chris Jones to really do his thing, right? Or maybe Travis or, the young speedster, obviously on the outside.
Just pass it through. What's up, Marcus?
What's up, Charles? How you doing?
Good, man.
Almost done, I thought,
Good, man.
yeah.
I just passed it through, Marcus. Good seeing you, buddy.
Good seeing you, man.
I thought it was somebody coming out the deep end. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Land chart.
Love
Came
you,
out
brother.
of nowhere.
Oh yeah. So as you see, Marcus, both great answers on that. I do believe with this year, there's going to be a lot of excitement. I don't think it's just be one guy. I think it's going to be obviously a collaboration of great football by several players each and every week. And I think it's what people are not really ready for. And I'm actually excited that everybody is kind of sleeping on us, right? Everybody's better than the Chiefs and everybody's gotten better. So, well, okay, then we'll deal with it when it comes to it, right? So
That's fair. Kind of a more fun question since you guys are on vacation. So obviously Mahomes, Kelsey, and Reed, the great trio. But if you guys had to choose, who would be the best vacation buddy between Mahomes, Kelsey, and Andy Reid?
Oh, it's Big Reed every single day. I mean, you see us on the camera. We're obviously not small guys. We need Big Reed right there with us too,
right.
having some burgers, wearing the Hawaiian shirt. He's got to be matching with us, so it's got to be the head coach.
Oh yeah. So who do you think?
Well, I mean, I'm watching Travis and Jason on the golf course, and especially just recently.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to drink beer with him. It's just, I think it'd be fun to play volleyball, pool volleyball, and drink beer with him.
Oh, with Trav?
Yeah.
You probably get a package with him and his brother too. Jason will probably be telling around as well. So I think that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Would not mind meeting Jason Kelsey.
Oh no.
Or Travis.
So,
I
man,
feel bad for Patrick. None of us picked Patrick.
I think Patrick is more. He just had some more kids.
Just a
He
family
don't have time
man.
to. He don't have
he's
time to
just
hang out
kinda-
with the guys. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll.
So it's
I think
we're
with,
just leaving you to be a dad, Patrick.
Yeah.
I think with both Patrick and Travis, I'd be a little bit too starstruck. I think Andy, I would absolutely be starstruck as well, but I think quickly we'd be able to get comfortable with him, and I think he'd be able to match the vibes quite a bit.
Well, I'll tell you this, okay, and I tell everybody this also. Guys that play in the NFL, we're just people just like you all are, okay? And sometimes it's all about how you come up, respect, and talk to us. Trav will have a beer with you, you put it around you like, how you doing? Pat and those guys would do the same thing as well. So they probably wouldn't want you to be starstruck. They want you to be, hey man, relax a little bit, right?
Well,
and
and the other thing with Trav is, I mean, I grew up in Omaha, 311. Got to fight for your right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's 311 is an Omaha band. So
Oh, well said. Listen, and I'll say this, man. Listen, I thank you all for coming out here, man, and talking to me. So we're gonna do another thing on Wednesday as well. All right. So if y'all don't know, I'm gonna be here till next Saturday. So Wednesday we're having another show. I'm gonna have some more guests on to come out and come talk Chiefs. I know the chat is rolling right now with people kind of coming in, but this right here is part of Chiefs Kingdom. This is what this is. And like I said, traveling well, seeing people who love the Chiefs, meeting great people from Overland Park, Kansas City. This is what, for me as a player, is one thing I always loved about that area. I always loved the fans. I always loved the area. It's just good home people, and I just love it, So I appreciate it so much, Mark,
Well,
for
this has
coming
been a
out.
blast.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely, man. Thank you so much, and Andrew, thank you, brother.
And
Thank
your
you for
family.
having
I
us.
mean,
Yeah.
your family's been absolutely wonderful to talk to.
Well, thank you.
And just
I was
all in all.
Volleyball 4:00 tomorrow. Yeah,
I was
playing
looking for you.
volleyball in the
I was
main
looking for
pool.
you.
Yeah,
I need someone to match me up at the net.
there
so
we go. There we
Got
go.
to get a little competition.
That's right. So we're gonna do it. So Mark, man, I appreciate it so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight. We're gonna finish up this conversation, talk about AFC West a little bit more with the fans and whatnot. And please send me y'all stuff out here. Obviously during the season, I'm gonna have to get you all's numbers. I don't know if y'all go to the games or not, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of tailgating and stuff out there, talking to some of the fans, getting together. When I come out, man, we gotta have dinner or something.
Yes,
one day,
sir.
Okay, coming out to OP, a lot of guys live out that way. Would love to, break bread.
Well, I think
Okay.
you know a little bit about barbecue, so might have to go
just a little
find
bit.
I
some.
can tell
Yeah,
you,
that sounds good.
the best steaks in Kansas City come off my cast iron skillets.
There it is. You heard it here first. There it is. Okay. Well, good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to keep this thing rolling.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody, Chief Concerns, remember, all right, Mark and Andrew. Okay. So easy, Mark Andrews. All right. That's the
There
way
you
to
go.
look at it. Okay. Mark
Number
and
3
Andrew.
tight end in the league.
That's right. All right.
And
Okay. Thank
Mike
you, guys.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So we have the sun setting down on us, Marcus, out here a little bit. So let me see. So everybody's saying, man, they love you guys. Casey Colossus, Linda Hunter, Susan, we are in Maroma, Buck and Bob, Witchy Hall, Hannah, and we're still on the show. So I'm just wanting to let y'all know that. So we just fine. But I'm gonna talk to the fans a little bit right now. So everybody, thank you for coming out tonight to come and watch live from Aroma down here in Mexico. We're having a blast. We just seen a couple of Chiefs fans coming out. We're gonna have some more guys coming on. Hopefully Wednesday, right? Wednesday, they're gonna be here. Yeah. I got you. Okay, and you San Diego, not San Diego Chargers fan. I gotta have you too, man. All right, all right. So we'll try to keep this thing going. Of course, but I'm telling you, when I got down here, it was a whole myriad of people from Kansas City, OP, Overland Park representing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lovely people. And so, man, it's been exciting. My whole trip down here, man, it's been absolutely amazing, Marcus. Absolutely amazing. So, can you hear me? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Let me check my sound. Hold on. Output. Okay, Marcus, speak real quick for me.
Battery 90%. Connected to Susan's MacBook Air and Jason Dunn's iPhone. Jason Dunn's iPhone disconnected.
Marcus, what up? Did I lose you?
So I don't know what happened. My monitor crashed during the episode, so yeah, I had to get on my iPad here. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. Yeah, JD, I don't know where JD is right now, but my monitor crashed, so I don't know where JD is right now. Did JD get off maybe? Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. My monitor crashed, and so JD is. Let's not figure this out. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Scary look. Yeah, I'm looking down at you guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to fix the problem here. I don't know what happened to my computer, but yeah, that's a problem for after the show. Yeah, let me call JD to make sure he is. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. That's what happens. Sometimes live feeds happen like that. Uh-oh. Okay. Anyways, yeah, technical difficulties, but we will figure it out momentarily here. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the conversation JD had with our friends down in Mexico tonight? I thought that was pretty good stuff, huh? Yeah, I don't know how my monitor. I haven't really experienced any technical difficulties before with this thing, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened tonight, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, so it's one of those things. Sometimes you get to meet your people in down in on vacation. Sometimes, but otherwise, Daniel Harms moving from Kansas City to Ohio. Oh, okay. We love Daniel Harms here at Chief Concerns. Good guy, good people. Big fan, big time fan of Daniel Harms. Okay, JD is back on now. JD might crash during that.
Okay. Hey, no problem. We still got good to go.
Yeah, I'm good. I am good.
Okay.
Yeah. You were the thing was that my monitor crashed. So I couldn't see you, and I already muted my mic while you were talking to the guest. I could hear you though. So it was this weird thing where I could hear you, but I couldn't really respond to you, and you could see me because my camera was on.
Okay, so they can hear me. They can still hear me. I couldn't tell if they could hear me or not.
Yeah, no, they can hear you. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Got to figure out what happened to my monitor after this, though. Yeah. So let's see. So I had this stuff saved on my laptop here, or on the desktop. So let's see if it's come through. Okay, no, I still have it. Cool.
All right, you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Right. Okay, are we all still live? Everybody still up here? And
everyone's still here.
Good to see you all. He said, Paper Trey said, I thought the cartels got JD. Nah, man. Hey, I'm good. We protected down here, brother. We are good. Yeah, awesome people with Mark and Andrew both, and their families. Just absolutely wonderful people. I know Nana Sherry. She asked, so did he say how you recognize they were Chiefs fans? So when I asked where they lived at in Kansas City, they told me Overland Park, Nana. And then I said, "Are y'all Chiefs fans?" They were like, "Absolutely." So I said, "Hi, my name is Jason Dunn," and that's started it all, right? And they're looking at me like they couldn't believe what I just said. So I guess I look like a football player walking around, 6'6", So
I would say that the entire group look like football players, JD.
I
would say the entire group look like football players there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Good Colossus, Casey Colossus. Yeah, hey, this is where the fun is, brother. So it's a great time down here, man. And like I said, good people. Marcus, you met some of the ones that's here on the resort earlier. Liz and Fernanda, and also Angel as well. Angel was out here, Laura, and so these are beautiful people, man, that welcome us down here in open arms. So it's a wonderful, beautiful spot. So, but yeah, good to see everybody. Say it again.
Sounds like you guys get taken care of at this resort.
We do, man. They open the doors and welcome us. And so what we do is we come down here. It's an annual trip. Come down here with my brothers, their wives, and friends also. We just have an amazing time. This is one of the best places to be, if not the best place to be here in down south of Cancun. We love it. We love the spot here. So shout out to them because there's an incredible staff, incredible people, just the most loving people, man. Do everything under the sun. Just take care of you, man. I just can't thank them enough for it. So, and the Chiefs fans, I've gotten them to be Chiefs fans too. So they watch the Chiefs, because of your boys. So I love it. I love them.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're great earlier, helping us change the show tonight.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, and Olivia, we're gonna comment here with you all. Hope the weather stays good down there for your whole vacation. Yeah, I read there was some tropical storm brewing up in the Gulf of Mexico, so hopefully that doesn't impact with you guys. I don't know. I saw a headline on my email earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to affect us. We haven't gotten any alerts as far as down this way, saying anything. So we got a big trip tomorrow. Going to go check out some of the Mayan ruins, and so that's going to be a wonderful thing to do. I can't wait. Hey, how's it going, man? You doing all right? Hey, good. Doing well. Hey, why don't you come and say hi real quick? There's another fans from Kansas City. All right. So there's more Kansas City fans we got out here. All right. This is live. Okay. So we got a lot of people. Yeah, live. Yeah. Introduce yourself. Tell them where y'all from. So
Deanna and Jerry Spooner from Blue Springs, Missouri.
Blue Springs. So y'all actually neighbors with my brother-in-law.
Yeah, we're not that far away from him. So we get to our subdivision.
Yeah.
We go by the back of his house and see the pool and everything.
Okay.
And I actually used to work out with Felix.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago when Fatima was pregnant with the twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Is
how
that long ago it
Yes,
was?
it
I
was
got you. Them boys are bigger now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna do another show on Wednesday. Are y'all here Wednesday?
No, we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, leaving tomorrow. See, they're leaving tomorrow. So what I found out is they actually have a straight direct flight. I don't know if y'all took the direct flight.
Yes, we
down
did.
to where, so they're heading out tomorrow. But what do y'all think about the spot here?
It's amazing. We will be back.
There it is.
Hands down, we will be back.
Oh
Way
yeah,
better.
yeah.
And Royale, this is way better.
Yes.
Oh man. So real quick, I know it's kind of on the spot. So give me a little synopsis of the Chiefs. What do y'all think? Huh?
Oh,
what do y'all think they're gonna do well?
Super Bowl again.
Hey.
I mean, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got Travis, we got Patrick.
That's right.
And I think that the whole Taylor has
made the fan
base twice as big. And we just heard that we are now America's team. We beat out the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, really, for the America's
team?
team?
America's, yeah.
Y'all hear that? See? So Laura Zingser says Blue Spring, Missouri. When I left for Philadelphia, the first place I landed from the airport, I lived out in Blue Springs, right off the 7 highway. It's crazy. So
right down the street from us.
Is that right? Yeah.
We're off of Adams Dairy.
Oh, okay.
Duncan.
Yeah. So Casey Colossus, he lives in Blue Springs. Great place, great community, good people out there.
Absolutely.
Very quiet. I love Blue Springs. So a lot of my in-laws live out there in Blue Springs right now. So Susan, that's my hometown. Yeah. So you got to say your names one more time. You like
Spooner.
Spooner.
Like
that's
spoon with an
Okay.
R.
Yeah, Spooner. That should be easy to remember. So
I'm a teacher.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so if you're ever available, we'd love to have you come out and talk to our kiddos.
I would love to. Absolutely love to. Okay. So we had to get our information down.
Yeah.
So I'll give you my information.
Okay.
And we'll
whenever
share.
you're in town to visit with family.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you said only right down the street from Felix.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I teach just down in Buckner, so right off of BB.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you all. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Did you
definitely.
have a good fishing trip? I saw your brother at the spa.
So my brother then went on the fishing trip.
Oh, okay.
But my wife right here caught a huge mahi.
Wow.
And so we have plenty of it right now. So Marcus, I'm about to show you the fish that Susan caught.
She sent me the photo.
Did you? Okay, you got to show it. Can you show it?
I have to put it on my laptop in order to post it. So
okay, well, don't worry about it. We'll show it. Yeah, some other. But amazing job. Yeah.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Well, listen, y'all have a safe trip going back.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You. It's a
So
pleasure to meet you.
you also. I will see you again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, man. You also. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Take care. Go Chiefs, right?
Hey. Chiefs.
Love it, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They're booking speech and engagements on the show, JD. And man, look at you.
I'm telling you, brother. When the amount of people down here that are, from Kansas City, Chiefs fans, absolutely amazing. They actually had a Dolphin, the Miami Dolphin player that was here too, at the same time. That was up on the other one, like right up the street. I didn't get to go up there and go holler at him, but I wanted to go say hi and let him know, like, you know what, y'all gonna get the business again this year. But
So I'm getting the photo of Susan and Charles and the whole crew's mahi right here. Downloading it real fast, and here we go. Charles looks like a king in this, like Aquaman in this.
Charles knows what he's doing, man. Yeah, there we go. There's the crew right there, brother. Yeah, they know what they're doing now. All right. Yes, sir.
Those are enormous.
So I told him go out there, go fishing, man. Bring me something back. I didn't want to show everybody up, so I decided to just stay home and rest. Stay here and worked out and got all my stuff in order. So, yeah, beautiful.
I'm glad you're having a good time, man.
Oh yeah.
Love to see that.
So, beautiful family. Thank you, Faye. Appreciate it. Cool picture. Frame that. It will definitely be framed. Absolutely. Murder, death, kill for sure.
Heck yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Joshua Bundy said, JD, are you going to be at camp this year? I am thinking about getting up at the camp on the Ambassadors Day. And if I don't get up there for that, I'm trying to make it probably another time. But I'll probably let you all know when I decide to get in town. And, if y'all up here during that time, man, come holler at me. Like I said, I'll let everybody know when I'm coming in town. I'm one of those, man. I like catching up with fans. I love catching up with people. So, y'all want to come by, come holler at OJD, come do it. Love to see you.
Heck yeah. Pono Kawhi's on. There you go. Pono's here. Hell yeah.
Oh, no. People might, JD. Great eating. Great. But I'm telling you, absolutely delicious. Straight from the waters. Exquisite. Loved every bit of it. So, I'm trying to see.
All right. So, obviously, we had the wonderful guests in the beginning of the show. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that, go watch JD's wonderful interview with fans that he met on vacation. They're Chief fans. So, with tonight's episode, so the next 3 Mondays, we'll be doing the AFC West review. So tonight we're doing the Raiders. Last year we started the AFC West series. I know some of you fans don't really follow the other teams throughout the offseason, so we've kind of made that easy for you and kind of giving you guys the lowdown on our different divisional opponents we see 2 times a year. I know you guys really loved the show last year, so you guys will enjoy this as well this year. So, JD, are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, hold on. Switching things up.
Okay. So, yeah, obviously, everyone's saying the AFC West has gotten better. I think the Raiders have gotten better. They're one of the teams we'll be talking about, obviously, tonight. But they're one of the teams that's kind of, from top to bottom, looks like they changed up things. And organizationally, I think they are on the right track. Last year, look at both games we played against them, came down to the wire. We needed a snap infraction at the end of that last game to win. And, that was a Raiders team that wasn't really talented. They had some guys all over the place, but as far as a team, they gave us fits last year. We almost lost that game. It wasn't for a snap infraction. So, organizationally, they've gotten better coaching wise, kind of a nice shape shift offensively as well. So, it'll be interesting to see how the Raiders kind of go forward this year.
Wait, but we look awesome.
Y'all look fine. Okay. So, listen. Some other Chiefs fans, so we got here. Okay.
Wow.
So we've been over here. They're from LA?
Yes.
You said?
LA?
Yeah, Los Angeles,
Yes.
right? Mm-hmm.
Don't
So,
mind us.
no, look, so we can see everybody.
We've been out since 7 o'clock this morning. Ignore us.
That's all right. That's all right. So we got a live chat tonight. Everybody's on here. They're seeing Maroma and the people coming through. So we've had Mark and Andrew that was on tonight. Other ones stopped by and said hello. So it's amazing y'all just walking by at the same time. I'm like, man, come on over and say hi.
We've been doing this all afternoon, just waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
We have.
Oh,
We
good.
have.
Good.
First he beat us yesterday at pool volleyball. That crushed us.
No.
But in our defense, we had to jump and he just reached out. So.
Well, y'all.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
listen, come and follow Chief Concerns, okay? So
All
y'all can
right.
see yourselves on, okay?
We'll
All right.
see you later.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Are y'all gonna be out there for volleyball tomorrow?
Yes.
Good deal. Okay. All righty. Be ready now. I'm coming out there. Okay.
That's hilarious. That's amazing how many Chief fans are out there. That's wild.
Yeah,
It's America's team. Yeah, we overtook the other Cowboys finally.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it.
Did you hear that? I haven't heard that. Is that news?
Oh, Bob Costas actually said it 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he was the first one to break the news that the Chiefs all have overtaken the Cowboys for America's team. Yes, JD does make friends anywhere. Yeah, Casey Colossal, you are correct. They could have been Raiders fans, and JD would be friends with them.
That's right. That's right. So.
All right, so we were talking about the Raiders here, so let me get this properly. So, JD, last year going into the year, you were kind of excited about what Antonio Pierce could bring based on what he ended the season the year prior with the Raiders. Last year kind of was a disaster, and not all Antonio Pierce's fault, but just generally that team was kind of in shambles. 4-13, 0-6 in the division, but still, even with having that crappy of a year, they still, took us to the wire, took us down to the wire twice. The second game, they honestly should have won, and that snap infraction at the end of the game, we ended up barely winning that one. So they. As bad as they were, they still, almost had our number. And I know I say almost, but again, that's the division for you. And just in general, before we kind of take a look at where they are and where they've kind of changed up as far as their key additions, what did you see from the Raiders last year? I know the bad team record-wise, but they still gave us fits.
Oh man! So what did I see from the Raiders last year? It was a team that was struggling, trying to find its identity. Especially once they thought they actually had acquired one with Antonio Pierce, right? They wanted to do it the right away and kind of hit guys in the mouth, and they kind of fell short. They fell short. A lot of that had to do with quarterback play, right? Not only that, but also Devontae Adams not playing as much. That kind of hurt them a lot. Brock Bowers was a bright spot for them. And so sometimes their defense didn't quite hold up. But that's what I saw. I saw a team struggling to actually really pin down who they were. And they couldn't really establish anything because they had, obviously we got him now, Mr. Mustache here with us, and Aiden O'Connell. So this is going to be a different era. Pete Carroll, we know this. Geno Smith is an incredible quarterback. Jacoby Myers has been playing tops. He's going to be one of the receivers you need to watch this year. Not to mention they got Ojiti in the draft. They're going to be toting a rock with that guy every chance they get. So they're going to be a more formidable foe this year for us. And so I think with the addition of Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, I do believe that those guys are they're going to change everything up, man. We're going to see it differently. Andrew, thank you, my brother. Good seeing you too, man. He's one of the guys that was on the show. Yes, sir. So yes, that's what I've seen from this team last year, man. It was really a struggle to find who they were.
But the one thing I will say about this team, which is interesting, is usually when teams come in and new regimes come in, they fire the whole staff. The one guy that's been kept around through Pierce, from McDaniels to Pierce to now Carroll, is the defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham. I mean, he gave us fits when he was the Giants DC, when we had that Monday night game against them a couple years back. I mean, that game was kind of a struggle. And then now we're talking about the last year being able to all these games he played against the Raiders, going back to the Christmas Day game a couple years ago, and then last year. I mean, I don't know what he's doing against our team that he does so well, but they kept him on for a reason. And that's one guy I will say it is interesting for a really crappy team to keep on defensive coordinator despite all that. And I mean, that's one guy who's had our number, I will say.
Yeah. Well, I think you think about consistency, right? And I think where they were lacking was the consistency on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they did a pretty good job. They know they got Max Crosby, who gives us fits every chance he gets. He's always up in Patrick's face anytime he plays them. And so we know that their defense is always going to be somewhat of a solid crew that they have. They had a ton of draft picks this past year too, Marcus. So they got guys in. And maybe the style of what they play, they loved. Maybe they just felt like what they were able to give against the Chiefs, they needed. And so they gave us some tough games. They did defensively. And so what will probably help you out is have a guy that is familiar with Patrick Mahomes, right? You've seen every trick that he's been able to do almost. We don't know. Patrick is, he's a magician, so you ain't seen everyone, right? But you kind of know his MO. You know what Andy Reid likes to run, him and Matt Nagy. You know the players that you're going against. Obviously, Travis Kelce, Andre Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Then we talk about Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice, then Hollywood Brown. So what they're going to be doing defensively is something that I wouldn't say been successful, but it's been enough to be like a thorn in our side. So I think for them, if you have a good defense coordinator, you don't want to let a guy go, right? Especially guys around there know what they're expecting out of you.
And I find it funny too because we talked about how they kind of beat us with that cage rush. Patrick Graham loved doing that with the cage rush. Jerry Tillery is now in our squad. He was a former Raider with Patrick Graham, and then Janarius Robinson, now a Chief as well, another former Raider. So they provided a lot of problems for us. So it's going to be interesting to see that we've taken some of those guys from that defensive line that kind of gave us fits. Obviously not Max Crosby, but still guys who did give us fits in those games.
Yeah, for sure. So that's one, like I said before, if a team can hold on to something that's consistent, that has been doing a decent job, I think it was probably the direction they needed to go. So you bring in Pete Carroll, right? You start building an offense around Geno Smith. You get him a running back that was the number one running back coming out in the draft. And then what you're doing is, hey, let's just go play some ball. And so like when I was talking to Mark and Andrew earlier, I was just saying that what we've seen in the AFC West, and the Raiders obviously has built this up as well, is they've done everything in their power to stop the Chiefs, right? play the best team in that division, play the best team that's in the NFL, and the Chiefs, we lord over everything, over everybody. So.
Yeah, and you kind of mentioned some of the new guys they brought in here. I think with the next page is okay. So these are key losses from the Raiders from last year. Honestly, not a lot to be kind of like as far as the big impact guys. Spillane and Diablo were pretty good for them, as well as Morig. But yeah, Janarius Robinson is now a Chief. Nonetheless, I mean the linebackers kind of it's a big shift for them as far as they lost last year, but. When you look at this key losses, I mean, does anything here stand out? Like, oh man, that's going to be a big loss for them. For me, I don't. Spillane was pretty good for them. That's probably the only one I would say that's the big deal for them on these as far as departures.
Yeah, I was going to say probably Spillane. Marcus Epps was kind of up and down on those things. Antonio Pierce, him moving into the head coaching position, he still would have been great on the staff in some capacity. I don't know if Pete reached out to him. I'm sure he did in some way, in some form. I just don't know if Antonio was ready for something like that right after he become the head coach and then kind of being demoted and being on the same team. Now, certain guys can handle it. I don't know quite how that all, played out. But as far as everything else and everybody here on this list, man, nobody really stands out as far as like, oh man, that's the key guy. I do agree with you that Robert Spillane was the animal out there. He did a tremendous job for him last year.
And I think he went to Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow. Okay. Jeez. It's a good acquisition for them then.
No, sorry, went to New England. Sorry. Mike Vrabel brought him. That's a good New England guy.
Well, so he went from one team, hard team to struggling team to another.
Yeah. But and the thing is, he goes from one former linebacker, Antonio Pierce, to another linebacker, Mike Vrabel. So I guess that kind of continuity as far as having a former player be his coach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the new additions. So you mentioned some of these guys, JD. And in fact, a lot of people are saying because they have some of these dudes, you might see a team that vies for the AFC West title. I know everyone wants to say that anyway, but nonetheless, they have some names here. Pete Carroll gives them some stability as a head coach, and many have compared it. I've seen Raiders fans compare it to when the Chiefs brought in Andy Reid, going from Cornell to Reid, bringing a guy who's won it before, who's won at the highest levels, and kind of reeling it back in. Now you have Pete Carroll, Super Bowl winning coach, Geno Smith, Ashton Genty, Raheem Mostert, Devin White, Jermaine Pratt. A lot of guys. They brought in a lot of names.
Yeah.
When you look at the new additions, I know you mentioned some of these guys in the previous kind of topic, but like, is this a team that you could see can be vying for a number 2 spot in the AFC West? And again, they're talking about they have a last place record, so they're playing against a lot of the last place teams and divisions. So really, this team could be a team that maybe a wild card sneak in next year. What do you think about that?
Is it a possibility? Sure. Devin White coming up there. Man, he's a hell of a player. But I think it all starts with the head coach and the quarterback. For you to be a contender in the NFL now, you got to be able to have a guy that is a franchise guy that can make all the throws, make all the adjustments, can manage a game, and can win. And they got that in Geno Smith, and Pete Carroll both. So you bring in the Super Bowl coach, you bring in a guy who played his tail off the past few years in Geno Smith. You bring in the young Ashton Genty behind him. That's going to make it a lot easier for him to throw the ball down the field because you got to contend with this young guy that's coming out the back. And then you got Raheem Mostert. I didn't know Mostert was there too. So then you got a veteran behind him that can do everything as well. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He can run it down your throat. He can do it all. So they have re-upped a few guys. They have gotten better with the guys that you see out here. Eric Stokes is a good corner. Darian Porter is a good porter as well. So they have some guys, man. Jack Beck. I'm trying to think. This name.
That was the receiver from TCU in our pre-draft show. That was one of the guys Tasia highlighted.
That's right. That's right. So young guy that can catch the football. He's got some size on him, man. So he's going to be a great addition for him. And, you know, they got, like, I had to go back to Brock Bowers, right? Brock Bowers is one of those guys. He's a weapon. It's going to be hard to contend with him going down the field. And like I said before, it all depends on the guy that's in the pocket, the main guy that can get the ball and facilitate it to everybody else. And they got a great one in Geno Smith. So,
do you see the Pete Carroll hire as like a comparison to when the Chiefs brought in Andy Reid to kind of right the ship?
I guess you could say that for sure. I mean, we know Pete Carroll's got a body of work, man. It's been successful in college and in the NFL. So why would you bring a guy in, especially when you start looking around the division, you're looking over here and, hey, there's Harbaugh, right? Oh, my goodness. All right, we're looking at Sean Payton. Oh, Andy Reid. So it couldn't just be a young guy. You can't bring a young dude who's trying to prove himself. You got to bring somebody who has, like I said, the body of work, the productivity, who has proven himself time and time again that he's a great coach. And Pete Carroll fits that mold. So you couldn't just bring anybody, Marcus. You can't. Pete Carroll's a great choice by them. So he's going to get those guys ready. He's going to get them guys ready to play. Now, does that mean they're going to beat the Chiefs? Not at all. Doesn't mean that at all. Just means that they just got better. So.
Yeah, we'll get to how they feel about the how they compare to the Chiefs in a second here. Yes, Jack Besh was the Senior Bowl MVP, so that's correct. Jefferson Blackwell. Sasha says, "I'm glad we listened to Tasia on Judkins being a character concern." So I think that's hilarious. And I'm glad Brett Houston was on Judkins so far. So.
Yeah, we didn't need it. We had our guys. We didn't need Judkins. Was that your guy, Marcus?
Kid Juddy was my
guy. Yeah. The Tage character concerns, that's a good one right there, Sasha.
Hey, if you call out character concerns on everybody, you're eventually going to be right about one of them.
Right. So.
All right, then we have upcoming season. So Vegas has set the Vegas line for the Raiders 7.5 wins this year. Their head-to-heads with Kansas City will be Week 7 at Kansas City, and then Week 18 to end the season at Las Vegas. Unfortunately, the Vegas game at Vegas will be at the end of the season. You know, just having that game in the middle of the season at any point playing at Allegiant Stadium has become like an undefeated spot for us. So it's unfortunate that's going to be a Week 18 game. And it's good though. That means Gardner Minshew will be able to go back to Allegiant Stadium and put a dub there while he's a Chief in Week 18 of the season. But JD, 7.5 wins. I know a lot of Vegas bettors, some of the professional bettors, they like the Raiders to be over this number.
Definitely. I'm looking at the schedule right now. So let me see. Man. I'm bring this thing up. So I'm seeing on here, obviously, the things that you're looking at: Chargers, Commanders, Bears, Colts, Titans. I'll be honest with you, Marcus. They probably have 11 wins in here, easy. There's some easy games. Giants, they should beat. Obviously, I think they'll probably split with the Broncos and Chargers. Browns, they should beat. Jags, they should beat. Titans, they should beat. Colts, they should beat. Bears, they should beat. Commanders going to be hard for them. Patriots, they should beat. And Cardinals. So I think they have at least 10 or 11 wins in there. So let me see. Let me count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got these 10. I give them 10 or 11 wins. That's what I'm seeing. At least 10.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, So that's the beauty about having the last place schedule. You know, you get to put all the bottom feeders from every other division. And if you upgraded the most of all those teams, in theory, you should be, you know, coming out as a top dog.
Yeah. Because there's a few. It's obviously there's going to be, you know, a few teams still trying to figure everything out, right? So, like some of these teams, like I said, man, Cleveland and Jaguars, Titans, young quarterbacks, you know, kind of uncertain who you're going to have. Jags, do they have enough? So Giants, same thing. They got Russell Wilson, but you know, who else do they get? So
yeah, and you can make the case right out the gate, right? So New England, that's a toss-up game. New coaching staff as well, still young quarterback. Chargers, that's, you know, that's probably a division game, so it's a toss-up as well.
Yeah.
Commanders, it's a good team, second year. You know, who knows what kind of film these defensive coordinators have found on Jaden Daniels. That should, let's say the Commanders win that. Bears, new regime. Caleb Williams going to his second year. Can he bounce back? The Colts situation, who knows? It's going to be Daniel Jones. It's going to be Anthony Richardson. Another one. Tennessee, disaster. Cam Ward's rookie season. So, I mean, we don't know what he can be. Then you get to us. So, in theory, you can make the case that they can go 1, 2, 3. They can go 4-2 in the first 6 games. I mean, there's a world where that can be a case. And so 4-2, then you come to Kansas City, and then you kind of get brought back to reality. But at 4-3, there still it's 4-2 going into a Kansas City game. That could be an interesting Week 7 game there as far as records wise.
Yeah. So yeah, and that'll give them a lot of momentum. You know, like at 4-2, it'd be easy to cheer about for them, especially where they were last year, right? So definitely. Pete Carroll will change the culture around there for sure. He will. So
yeah, so a lot of fans think that the Raiders are last in division, which I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
What do they say, last in the division?
Yeah,
it's a hard division, man. It's a hard division. And so, that's why it's going to be hard to compete. But everything else outside of that, but I looked at Cleveland, the Titans, and you know those guys, they should be able to handle pretty easily. Same thing with Chicago. The thing is, man, if you get the game going, Gino starts doing his thing, man, Max Crosby starts knocking some heads off, you know, they'll give some teams fits. They will. So,
are you a big Geno Smith fan?
I am. You know, Gino's a guy I've been watching ever since he's been in the league, and all I've seen is him getting his chance and him getting better. Man, I know this guy is capable. I know he's able to do it. And you know what it takes? Sometimes it just takes somebody to believe in you. Somebody take the chance to say, look, man, we're going to stick with you. I don't care what anybody else is saying, but you're my guy. I believe in you right now. Okay? I have your back. We're gonna go with you, win or lose. We're gonna deal with you. We're gonna stay there. And Pete did that with Geno. And so what Geno did is he rewarded him with wins. I mean, he's a natural leader. And I hear this because, you know, I talked to, you know, Lockett. You know, Lockett tells me how, you know, he treated him, how he was up there at Seattle in the time when he was up there, obviously as his quarterback. So, and I was talking to Kevin, you know, we talk different times on how, you know, different ones, obviously we have those conversations, but I've only heard great things about Geno, okay, and his leadership. So.
Yeah, the Geno departure was a big thing for the Seahawks. That was part of the reason why they got rid of Carroll, because he was such a big Geno guy. They gave him that long-term extension, and they're like, you know what? No, we don't want that. Then they kind of axed Carroll, and then next year they ship him out. And he goes to the Raiders. So, yeah, Seattle with the Las Vegas Seahawks, that's what they're called. The Seattle Raiders.
Well, Pete. Yeah, well, look, Pete doesn't have to do anything as far as having to develop another guy. You know, you go with the guy that you know, the guy that you trust. And he was like, look, if I'm leaving, I want to have Geno with me. And of course, like I said before, because Pete had a lot of belief in him. Geno was like, absolutely, I'm there with Pete. Why not? So Noah John Marcy's gotten worse the last 3 years. He's better than Darnold, though. Seahawks messed up doesn't mean he's going to win. Bo Nix is better. Bo Nix is younger. Geno is a little bit more craftier. I think he's a better manager right now. Bo Nix he's an incredible quarterback. So I don't know if he's gotten worse the last 3 years, Noah John. I disagree with that. We just, different opinions. But also, too, you got to think as well, what did DK do up there? DK was hurt every once in a while. You never had any consistency from him as well. You start wondering, like, is it really Geno or is it the other guys running? So same thing was, the running backs. Did they really have good running backs behind him after Marshawn he left? And so it was kind of like this, obviously musical chairs with the running backs, and I finally got one, okay, that would come in and play, man. So
Kenneth Walker is good for Seattle, but he's another guy who just cannot stay healthy at all. He's got constant groin injuries.
Yeah. So they're gonna struggle this year. They're gonna really struggle this year in Seattle. So, but all you're looking for right now, Noah, John Marshall, and everybody else in the West is Pete just needs somebody to not screw things up, manage the game, and Geno can do those things. So that's why you go get a young back like that. So the in a tight spot, hand the ball off to him. Let him go make something happen.
Do you buy Ashon Genty? Pepe Trey's asked a question here saying, what are your thoughts on Raiders O-line? Because that's what a lot of people are saying. Everyone's talking about Genty being the next big thing. Raiders O-line's kind of suspect. How do you see him faring this year?
I think he'll be all right. Those guys are big guys anyway, man. They do a pretty decent job. I don't think they're a bad O-line at all. It's just sometimes when you got Aiden O'Connell back there who can't move around to save his life, he's just not that guy when they were trying to block for him. And so, when he's back there as a statue, it's just not going to work. So Gardner also too, man, he was, just up and down. So it was a mess, man, last year. It was just a mess. Just a bad deal all around. And you could feel it. You could feel them when they were playing. I had cousins, my barber, he's a Raiders fan, and they were all just miserable just talking about him. So,
yeah, one of our older brothers is a Raiders fan, and even us winning that game by 2 was a win for them. They were happy that they thought it was a win that we won by that snap infraction.
Listen, hey, yeah, a good team like the Chiefs should have blown the team that's struggling out. But we know they're always going to play us tough. We know that. Why? Because we know them. We know each other. So there's no shock there.
Yeah, and that's precisely why we're doing these AFC West shows, because we play these teams 2 times a year. We know this team. These are like our distant cousins, essentially. So, and that's why we do that. Shout out to Buck and Bob. I only have tickets to a preseason game. Buck and I will probably be tailgating a lot to interview fans. We definitely need to hook up. Appreciate you, Buck and Bob.
Absolutely, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother. Got the little ding, 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 ding. I'll give you the bell.
Yeah, I got it. So my laptop's hard to do. I got it.
It's all right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I appreciate you.
But all right, guys. Well, that does it for us in this Monday morning tight end show. We're going to let JD get back to enjoying his vacation. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Sorry for the technical difficulties we went through tonight, but we hope you guys enjoyed the interview JD gave with the Chief fans down in Mexico that he met. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the night. JD, take us away, brother.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, we enjoy everybody coming out. Thank you for showing up, seeing some good people on here, obviously from Kansas City area, Chiefs fans from LA, different areas too. This is what we travel well. We do. And so when you see this right here, this logo, this sign, and this hat right here, people recognize what it is. So you either love us or you hate us. But what we're getting down here is a whole lot of love. It's a whole lot of love. So thank you all for sharing your time. We love you all. Thank you so much. Love each other the way you're supposed to. I will see you on Wednesday. We'll have another show out here with some other Chief fans too, man. So it's going to be really interesting to actually talk to those guys. But listen, hey, I know we had a little, like you said, technical difficulties and stuff like that. I think Wednesday is going to be a much better show to do. But like I said, man, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Listen, this season, I'm already talking to guys, man. We're going to get some guys on the show ready. They're going to be ready to be talking about some things going on. And like I said, I'll let you know when I'm going to the training camp. So with that being said, Donna Sherry, Noah John Marshall, my guy out there in Bali, I'm the Brown, Pepe Atreides, Linda Hunter, Faye Smith, G. Pick, Sasha, Justin Blackwell, Jason Tarbox, Sid McBride, G. Pick, Greg Rose, Ray 028, Will came out here, and I see Andrew came on the show. We got some more subscribers coming in, which is also a beautiful thing. So we're going to keep bringing in some good stuff for you all, talking some good ball. So Pono is here too, man. Good to see you, Pono. Glad you came here as well. DeMonte Green Beans, Andrea Chanel, good to see you all. Thank you so much, Laura Zinkser. Thank you. She said, looking at my meat hooks. Laura, I'm getting ready down here. I'm getting ready. So we're gonna be out there, man. It's a good thing. Gerald Spooner. We just met him out here. Hey, JS, Gerald Spooner. Thank you for chatting with us too, Gerald. Appreciate you, my brother. And so, listening, with that being said, Marcus, I'm gonna go enjoy my family. I'm gonna have me some nice dinner. Some of this my we called earlier today. Did you see Susan? My family catch. Exquisite. Loved it. Hannah, thank you so much for coming out there. Andre Pearson, my brother. Good seeing you coming out here and being on the show, you and your father as well. Other than that, Casey Colossus, who else? Joshua Bundy. Joshua said I'll get out there, murder, death, kill. Going to see my man. Let me see. Who else we got out here, Marcus? Packed house tonight, man. There's a lot of people in here. Good. The barbershop. Yeah, Buck and Bob. Good to see you out here, brother. As always, and like I said, we'll meet during camp or out there for the games for sure. All right. With that, man, y'all take care. Joe E., good to see you as well. Listen, if I miss you, you know how it is. You know how we feel about you. We love you. We thank you. Appreciate it. We will see you on Wednesday. Y'all take care. God bless. We will see you later. Marcus, my brother, I love you. See you Wednesday. All right. Enjoy yourself. All right. Love you.
Everybody.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.